Guys, it's me. It's Queen Aset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. So I got a very interesting question from my Facebook inbox. I was asked, do you think that dark or evil people like Voldemort and other narcissists can be redeemed? So you guys know, first and foremost, I need a definition. What exactly are we talking about here, okay? So redeemed is redemption. So it's a noun, and redemption is the action of saving or being saved from sin, error, or evil. So it says here the synonyms are saving, freeing from sin, vindication, absolution. Good word, good word. So can these types of people be redeemed? Can they reach redemption? So I think anybody can reach redemption. Anybody, seriously, anybody who's ever done anything wrong, if they honestly and seriously repent, according to the spiritual text from the ancients, if they repent, it doesn't matter what they've done, they can be redeemed in the eyes of God, Goddess, Spirit, the angels. Yes. So if somebody has murdered people, if somebody has been a narcissist and abused people, if someone has stolen from people, any kind of treachery of that kind, if someone has done these kinds of things, can be redeemed. Yes, anybody. If you're out there right now thinking of something you did that you're not too proud of, even you can be redeemed. You can receive absolution. God is God. Whoever you pray to, Creator, whoever you believe in, will forgive you. Human beings might not forgive you. Some of them will. Some of them will, and some of them won't. But God is God, the all Creator, will always forgive you. And you can reach redemption. The question is, are you sorry? Are you seeking redemption? Because this is the thing. Most of the time, an evil person doesn't see anything wrong with their actions. This is why they don't get redeemed. This is why they don't reach redemption. It's not because it's not available to them. It's because they don't see anything wrong. If you're doing things to people and you think it's justified, or if you think there's nothing wrong with that, or that's just how the world is, or that's just how I am, or if you have any of those kind of dismissive attitudes about it, so if you kill somebody and then you're just like, well, that's how the cookie crumbles. People die, you know? If you have a cavalier, nonchalant, I don't give a fuck kind of attitude about the things you've done, then you're not going to get redemption because you're never going to seek it. Not that it's not available to you. A person like Voldemort, a narcissist or an abuser or a negative person, a murderer even, those kind of people, they don't generally, now some of them do, but they don't generally come to a space where they're even seeking absolution, where they're even sorry for what they did. Most of them feel like they were justified in some way. It was your fault or somebody else's fault, or what they did to me or what they said to me. It was always somebody else. This kind of person doesn't usually understand the word accountability, because in any situation, everybody involved, every adult involved has accountability. So if it's 5 of us involved, we all have accountability. If it's 2 of us involved, we all have accountability. But a narcissist will not think that way. A narcissist will feel as though you're accountable and they didn't do anything wrong. You're always the problem. It's always you. You've always done something. You've always said something. You've always attacked them. You've always harmed them. They never see their own accountability. Even if you say to them, well, okay, all right, I did X, but let's not talk about X. Let's talk about what you did. They'll always take it back. Oh, well, we ain't got to talk about that. I only did that because you did X. They'll keep taking it back to you. So you can't get redemption when you don't see your error. when you don't see the evil, when you don't see the sin, when you don't see the negativity. And a lot of us want our abusers to seek redemption. A lot of us want them to be better one day, because a lot of us are in some type of close proximity with them. You love them. Sometimes they're your family members. So we want them to seek redemption. We want them to become a better person. We want them to be, we want them to say that they're sorry and ask forgiveness and move on. But it won't happen. It won't happen. And we'll hold our breath sitting there waiting in most cases, because it's not going to happen. Every once in a blue moon, it does, I'm sure. I'm sure it does. But most of us will never experience that. We will never experience our abuser, our attacker, our whatever, whoever this evil person was. Most of us will not experience them getting themselves together, apologizing, moving on. We're not going to get that in most cases, because again, they don't see a point. They don't see that it's wrong. Now, some of them are smart enough to try to pretend like they do, but generally it's just to get you back in their web, back in their trap, back in their bullshit. So instead of wondering, can they get redemption? Can they get absolution? That's on them. That's on them to seek if they want it, and it's on them to seek it, not seek it if they don't want it. Instead, as the victim, as the person, the survivor, whatever you want to call yourself on the other side, as that person, you shouldn't really think, will they receive redemption? That's their business. Your business is healing from what occurred and learning from it and not allowing it to happen again. That's your business. I don't wonder if Voldemort is ever going to be redeemed. I don't care. I just don't care, because at this point in my life, at no point in my life was it really important. Number one. And number two, that's his problem. That's him. That's all him. Because I don't have to answer for him. I have to answer to God is for me. So I can't sit around like, I hope he's, redeemed. The only thing I really am tasked with doing, and we're all tasked with doing, is forgiving them and letting them go. That's it. That's the only thing we're reasonably expected to do. So let go of, will this person be redeemed? Will this person do better? Will this person reach the light? Probably not. So just let that go. And you worry about getting from it the lesson you needed to get, because that's what they came for. They came and did this fucked up thing so you can learn something from it. Everything that happens to you that's negative has a lesson. Get the lesson and move on. So instead of wondering about their redemption, wonder about yourself. Did you get the lesson? And once we got the lessons, we don't have to repeat them. That's the best part. The best part about this is they say in spirituality, once you really get the lesson, you don't ever have to repeat it. So let's get these lessons from these evil people and go on about our business. Okay, guys? All right, guys. I hope that helped you. Thank you for that great question. All right, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you know somebody who's wondering about this as well, pass this on to them and tell them I said, it's time for us to move on. Like that song by Meatloaf, and then you see that it's time to move on. Okay? We're moving on. All right, guys, if you guys want to send me a love donation or a gift, I will leave my information. If you want to hit me up and drop me a message on Facebook or Instagram, I'll leave that information. If you would like to get a tarot or an oracle card reading or a chart done, please email me for an appointment. And I think that's everything. I'll see you guys later.